Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right, mostly. Jason, how about you? No. No. I liked reading everybody else's poems, but my poems are jumbled words. No. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you've learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Not to myself with newfound determination. Jason, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Yay! Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. See, he just needs to be with Sayori. I'm gonna hook him up with Sayori. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Jason, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone, is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. All right. I have to write another poem. What? Hold up. Why is suicide one of the things on here? Ah. Lust. Joy, bliss. Eternity, sugar, bliss. Socks, rose, shiny, cute, skirt, cage, blanket, candy, nightgown. Nightgown. What? How does this jumbly words, make a poem? I can't skip. Oh, I can go back to history? Auto, save? What is this? All right. Hopeless, tragedy, sing, heart, flying, dance, dance. Headphones, sweet, silly. Sensation, contamination, philosophy, horror, pleasure. Oh, that's a bigger word. She'd like that. Graveyard, unending, Hawaii, mouse, precious, forgive, agonizing, heartbeat. It's a yeah, maybe that's what it is. I'm picking a word and it's going inside of all these other words. Let's imagine it like that so I don't sound like a complete moron. Precious. Marriage. Melancholy, feather, loud. I'm loud. Oh. Excitement. Embrace. Doki Doki. Why should I pick Doki Doki? He's cheating with Mad Lib poems. I mean, I do. I wouldn't even know what Doki Doki means, so I would never pick it. So let's go with, Inferno, Essence, amazing. Wonderful. Bubbles, tenacious. No, that tenacious is definitely Yuri. Warm. Dazzle. Pout, infallible, vacation, ambient, imagination. Unrequited, awesome, climax. Climax? I know Starcap said that earlier, but I'm like, nah, fireflies. I really like fireflies. Yay! Determination, skipping, love, covet. Covet would probably be Yuri for sure. Marshmallow. Sadness. Parfait. I love parfaits. No! I like parfaits too much not to pick it. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Jason. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Uh-huh. It's just not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. She wants him to come with her because she's out of money, and she wants Jason to buy her a snack. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. I give up! Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Heck, senpai. See, that's what Razanov said. It's a horror game, but I don't feel very horrified right now. I feel like I'm writing weird poems and trying to pick up one of these girls. Thank you, though, for stopping by. Thank you very much. We're about, I don't know. We're about 7.5 hours from ending our stream today. We've had some complications and had to restart. So we are going on our 24-hour stream still. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. It requires multiple playthroughs. I'm probably going to play through once. Tell Jason to let me borrow some money. Oh. Oh, that's good. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is far enough retribution. Well, when the first one to say to love, you remember just Monica. Okay. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the she says revolution. She has to, or revulsion. She has to accept the revulsion. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her, no, Yuri, don't let her fool you. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Oh my gosh! Bro, mastermind. Mastermind. When the first one to say to love you dies, remember just Monica. I forgot that part. All right. I still don't know what that means. Don't explain it. Let me just play through it obliviously. All right. We knew it from the beginning. Sayori masterminded the whole thing to get me to come here. Now, did she do it because she thought that Jason needed to hang out with more people? Or I'm not catching on anyways, Raz, don't worry about it. Or did she do it because she wants to spend time with Jason? Or thirdly, did she do it because she thinks Jason needs a girlfriend and she doesn't see herself as girlfriend material, but saw these girls as girlfriend? I don't know. She's a genius, dude. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow, what was? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? All right, it's a horror. Look, Razanov did tell me it's a horror game, and I just don't see it yet. And it's fine. It will become a horror game at some point. We play horror games on Saturday nights, and he said this should be a good one. It's a 24-hour stream, so I figured I had plenty of time to do it. Retribution! Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. She got a cookie, and she doesn't even care that it smacked her in the face. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Dude, I like Sayori so much. I like Sayori so much. Sayori suddenly claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. I knew it. She was going in for the bite of the chocolate cookie. Knew it. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I mean, it's okay. The green eyes. Excuse me. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Are you... Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. Just the Monica part is dark lighting still if you do... You're so strong-willed. On the menu? Oh. What are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? Where you played music at all, man, Monica? I don't really. I kind of just started recently. Always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. I don't see Monica on the menu. What are you talking about? Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. Also look forward to it. I need more bourbon is what I need. That's so. In that case, I won't let you down, Jason. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischief escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her. Anyway, it looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back at the door, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Why does she keep going in the closet? Oh, her manga's back there, right? That's what it is. Jason! It's okay, dude. I'm not picking up on him anyways. I'm not like super sophisticated with wording and stuff. But I'm picking up some of the stuff from their poems, so I'm okay with that. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff, so I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Jason to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with him. So much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Look, Monica keeps trying to, like, intercede herself into stuff with Jason and trying to impress Jason. Why? Why is she trying to impress me? I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. That's so. Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. Oh, hails to the Nizzo. They're not gonna make me write poetry for everybody to do. A performance of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage. I knew it. And recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull, and also, no. Yeah, it's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Oh, it's okay. I don't need to skip, dude. I'm just gonna go. I'm just playing through. The last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clingy roots, pressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. To what end I have summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. What? Like that? We all read so much. Yeah, there's a lot of reading. How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. No, I'm not knocking it, dude. I've just never heard of it. Hex Senpai, thank you for following, sir. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Oh, don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Jason, this classroom's over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. So now I'm going through empty classrooms with her. The mission, huh? It's been a long time since I spent this much time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. Pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori... I made you jump of laughter. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have here. Crayons! Look. See this? Right here? Yeah. I have a soft spot in my heart for crayons. Well, thank you, Hex Senpai. I am here to please today. I'm actually gonna get some more bourbon here in a second. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. All right, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Sorry, distracted. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Oh, I dropped one by accident. Smack. Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Ooh. Oh, that hurts. She falls onto the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. Just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. I bet she cut her head open. Stream was pixelated? Oh, I'm sorry. We have been having some internet issues, but for the most part, it seems to have been running fairly decent. Usually if you just hit refresh, it kind of helps. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Oh, for not tot. Oh, okay. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Jason, where would I even find ice around this time? Oh, a soda. I would literally just buy her a soda at this point. She's fine, looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from pain, Sayori makes silly jokes. What are you saying? I'll be right back. Jeez. Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it all used an ice pack rather than to drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. Just a moment, I'm already turning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back in the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I filled them. How perfect is this squid? It is a pretty good squid. I've seen people put longer arms on it. So it has like 3 or 4 of the sections where it's like longer. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori is here. I had Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Supposed to put it on her forehead. It's for your forehead, idiot! How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Jason. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? Yeah, I've seen that one too. You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways, Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get hurt or get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try to get stop crying, and this one. What? That's not a good look. His tentacles all messed up. I was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? I mean, come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always just focused on my games, and I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it's my fault. Kinda like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that, Sayori. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside, and when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I had it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just getting ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Jason. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it into an adventure. Yeah, that's what she did. Okay. And this one, just so you get hex rolled. Hey, what's up, Hulu? In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. What's up, dude? Apparently this is a horror game. It does not seem very horror-like right now. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show it to first? Monica. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take a look at that. As long as it's not going bad, happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. All right. Not Amazon? Who's Amazon? I give my poem to Monica. All right. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like that dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. Not shy, it's just... No, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give their... talk with them every now and then, too. Not like unapproachable or anything. It's not like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Yep. Sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it. No, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing on a chalkboard and a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. What is going on with this chick? Yes, I know there is a plus version. I got this one because it's free. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm playing on this one. Her poem's kind of weird, dude. Like she's kind of like depressed, but she has like this outward like I'm happy and everything's fine. That's kind of messed up. Guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if I don't like it. No, I didn't say that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. It doesn't fit her. I did scroll to the bottom. It said meaninglessness. Was there something else at the very bottom? Too late. I already skipped it. Can I go to history? Nope, I can't go back. Using where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Almost like magic. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be an abstract and physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica writing's tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. That is awesome. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. What's the taught? I know I'm stuck. I'm just going straight through. Whatever happens, happens. If I make a bad choice, it's a bad choice. I'm dead or whatever it is. I'm not trying to like save and go back and do something different. It's all literally just I've chosen Sayori. I like her a lot. I think she's like super intelligent, but she's also like happy-go-lucky, but she doesn't know how intelligent she is. And she's been like Jason's friend forever. So, I don't know. I like her. And if I end up messing something up, did not mean to press send. Oh. I like the little fourth wall thing there. All right, we're gonna show it to everybody first, and then show it to Sayori last. All right, let's go with Suki. Anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. I mean, at this point, I agree. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Yes. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, actually, she's the most vocal. That's what it comes down to. Keep practicing and maybe we'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might. So everybody is picking up. Dude, stop telling me stuff, man. Seriously. Like she's dragging around a dead weight. That's a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she probably would be flying away just letting like go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. All right, let's read this poem. If you don't type it, then and you press send, then it's fine. It doesn't go. And then if you press send and there's nothing typed, then it doesn't go anywhere. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Spooter time. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound. She's got a lot more words on this one. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has any other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. She's gonna tell everyone that Amy likes spiders and that she's gross? What is this girl, like 5? Although it does say the world is better off without spider lovers. All right. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's all about how everyone thinks doesn't matter. Cannot be anything. I wrote, dude, it's fine. Just don't give me any spoilers, man. And we're all good. The dance spot. You like that? I made it pick up certain stuff like that. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you. Oh! I wonder if she's Amy in the poem. I wonder if she's Amy. What I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I know people like, does not feel. Remember that. Yuri. It's my turn. Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. See, it's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Jason. Were you inspired by Nasuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I'll write them for myself. Ah, see, she's picking up that I'm not picking words of hers. I picked more of Nasuki's and Yuri's. Or, Sayori's. Dude, the music is so catchy. Like I haven't gotten tired of the music and put on anything else. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. That one way is to truly your reader to yep. It's a very intimate exercise. See. All right, before I write my next poem, I will be going to get a drink. So we're going to get through this. I'll get another bourbon. And 'cause my throat's getting kind of dry. Yes, I would love to read your poem. The raccoon. I like raccoons. Scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Huh. Feed yourself again. Hold up. Dude, just don't do any spoilers. We're just here enjoying the game. You don't need any spoilers, man. It's fine. You don't have to type like anything about anybody or any spoilers about anyone. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendency as an unordinary person. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the conscious. So she's talking about a cutting knife, some curiosity, an urge. She's really infatuated with the knife. Okay, man, it's fine. Don't worry about it. The raccoon has taken to following me. So the raccoon, I think, is like her feeling that about this knife and this stuff. Is she cutting herself? She's a cutter. All right. A lot more metaphorical. I don't know if my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. No, I know what it's about. You're a cutter. It's been a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas. See, look, Razunov's like, hey, you got it. See, that's how you do it. Don't ruin it up on the front end. You can come on the back end and be like, no, you didn't get it right, and just say it like that, and we can be all good. Using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Okay. About someone being ridiculed for a strange... She did? Yeah. She's talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. I mean, she does. I think it's on a different level than you, though. Because, You're talking about, like, cutting yourself. Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. All right. Now we're going to show the poem to Sayori, the person that I tried to write the poem for. Here we go. She loves my poems. I don't know, dude. I don't know what's on the corner. Oh, that's my wife. She's building a Disney castle. When I go to get a drink, I will check on her and bring her up in the thing. She's building a 4,000-piece Disney castle, and she's trying to do it. Yes. Yes. Poems are so good. Can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're not really the one who feels that way, so... No way, not even Nasuki? Well, I guess Nasuki's the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. See? See? He's finally understanding. As I pick the things to write stuff for her, he's like seeing her differently. Kind of like, I wonder if it plays out different if you, I'm sure it does. It plays out different with Jason and Sayori if you pick somebody else, right? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that it's really an expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. Yes, let's not. So yeah. Guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Eh? I don't know if I understand. Sigh. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. I'm not a kid, you know. Are you serious about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Jason. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Let her keep it. Because, well, it's not the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you're completely misunderstood. Yes, he's Razanoff. What's the problem? You're completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Yes, you did. I did write it for her, and you're even listening anymore. Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. Oh, she bumps right into me. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Jeez, don't. My friend was saying about him. Look. It's really simple. We're, like, our chat is supposed to be nice and fun. We're not doing a bunch of spoilers. And I know you're saying it was your roommate that did it. That's fine. But we're not going to talk bad about each other either. So please don't even go there either. Okay? If your roommate said something, we don't need to know what your roommate said. Alright? Let's just please keep this nice and cordial and having a good time. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger to pluck one out. Warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. Yes, we are here for the Doki Doki experience. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Okay, thanks for hopping by, Hex Senpai. Have a great night, dude. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Let one go. It shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. She's a pill popper, dude. And she gives pills to her friends, and then they come begging for more? That's what I'm getting from this poem. Really in touch with my feelings recently. See that? It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy! Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to, you being cheerful. The other thing it can be instead of that would be alcohol with all the bottle stuff. She gives all her joy to everyone. Oh, is that what it is? You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yay, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. We really have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. Monica glumps. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori's been working on posters, designed some pamphlets. We give out during the event. Okay, that's great. Need water. All right. We're going to be performing. Yes. Yep. Everybody, I knew everybody would be like, what? Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. You really think it's a bad idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this. No way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Oh, imagining it, Yuri shakes her head. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. A lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should have to give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. We start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And then more people will perform, the better we're able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yay! About expressing your feelings! Being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club tonight. Do you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. That's all standing in the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Yep. You. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Dude, I've performed in front of people. It is not easy. Like in the military, they make you, once you get up to the non-commissioned officer ranks in the Marine Corps, they made me take a thing called Corporal's Course, and part of that was you had to, now granted, it's just talking in front of people, but you had to come up with something and have like a 5 minute like read of something, like without reading it. You had to have it memorized, go in there, talk about a subject, go through it, answer a bunch of questions that people that have no idea of what your subject is. That's tough, dude. Actually performing in front of people too. I've done martial arts, and it's super scary to do stuff in front of people. I tell you, when you're at tournaments and stuff, very nerve-wracking. Especially when you know you're being judged. Going to practice reciting them in front of each other. All right, stream. You have to freaking hold in there, dude. We've only got like 7 hours left. Hold in there, stream. You can do it, I promise. Way they fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line. She recites, bringing the words life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glanced around everywhere. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. I don't know how to pronounce that. 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up. Oh, man. Bro, she's ready to go. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. The poem is called Yuri anxiously glances. You can do it, Yuri. Called After Image of Crimson Eye. See, that's why I didn't pick After Image. Your voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident. The poem is full of twists and turns and structures as she enunciates. This must be a rare glimpse into the wiring Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly, she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if bewildered with herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. We applaud. Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. I can imagine, dude, just sitting there reading it versus like having it memorized and performing it and putting a lot of effort into it. I can see the difference. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem is aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. Like, I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Jason liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even? What does that mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours... I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's what I've been practicing kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have time to do a festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki! Don't make me go before Jason. It's not like I compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Jason lower everyone's standards up. Oh my gosh! Bro, that cuts me deep. That cuts me deep, Natsuki. What the crap? Oh man! Wow! She is brutal. Holy smokes. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yep. The poem is called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style that works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. Why would it be easier to do it in front of other people? Well, because she probably doesn't care what the other people think. She cares what the people in this room think. There it is. Just embarrassing. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about it for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. No problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll be planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Fantastic. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. Stand up. No way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. For the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. What? See, look. I'm literally writing poetry to like show Sayori that I have feelings for or whatever, but he keeps going back to this Monica girl. Jeez, guys. It makes such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Jason. You don't have to say it. Had to swap your phone? Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you? What? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. She's so beautiful and smart. Geez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Jason. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. Really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing from Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time.